Okay. Isabeau.
Yes.
I want to start with Maui.
Okay.
And I want to know. I feel like you hint at it a little bit in your bio, but the way that growing up in Maui shaped who you are as an artist.
Yeah. Every part, but probably not in the most obvious ways that people look for it.
Yes, so I'm super interested in the non-obvious ways, because you go like Maui, you're like, oh yeah, the beach and Hawaii, and da.
They expect a certain sound and a certain
How
aesthetic.
long did you grow up there?
I came up here for school.
Which was when?
I came up here. It's gonna date me in 2003.
That's not bad.
It's not bad. It's in the 2000s, and
2000s.
went to school for history and education.
Yeah.
And then went on to teach, but we can talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for asking that. I think a lot of folks, and I understand why, especially if you haven't had a lot of the conversations, when they ask about either where I'm from or like my cultural ethnic background, the assumption is like that being Hawaiian and being from Hawaii is going to look a very specific way in your music and aesthetic, and to me it's absolutely in the way I write and the community I keep, which influences what I write about.
Okay.
But it's definitely not it's more nuanced, I guess. Like, it feels very obvious to me, but I've had enough conversations with folks who have either been like, oh, you're from Hawaii, I didn't notice in your music, or where in my mind I'm like, oh, it's absolutely there, but it's just not going to be in the sounds and the images maybe that when you think of visiting Hawaii and going to like a hotel or a gathering, I know that there's like a brand that's been sold to the outside world that has truths, like in part they're all little nuggets woven together, but the people of Hawaii and Native Hawaiian people as a collective, like, we don't look and all sound the same. So it's been a long road to like confidently say I am a Hawaiian singer-songwriter and not be afraid of someone saying like, oh, it doesn't sound like it.
Why?
Well, I have family and friends who do sing, like, who sing, but their music, their writing is in the Native Hawaiian language and in the traditions that are probably more closely linked to what people think of when they think of Hawaii. And that's beautiful and that's true and that's present in my upbringing, but as it moves in and through me, it doesn't come out the same way.
What is the unique aspect of Hawaiian concept of community? Feels like you're leaning into something there.
I am we. So, like, definitely, like, as an adult, I've had to find a healthier balance that was not my culture necessarily, but was with my own, like, personal experience growing up. But it's been liberating to, as an individual, be like, oh, this is what I know, this is what I love, this is what I like. But I have encountered people along the years who I think were, uncomfortable is a strong word, but maybe uncomfortable with the way that I felt like I belonged to my family and to my community people, where there was there's a word in Hawaiian, it's kuleana, and it's like it's your privilege, but it's also your burden. And I think that's what I had a very difficult time initially articulating to people up here, is that, there's parts that are probably unhealthy about my attachment back home, but there's also things that I don't want to shake free from. Like,
that are healthy.
I've embedded myself here.
An individualistic society is just as, like, there's nothing perfect about anyone, and so, like, you each have these points, but I'd love the tension of, like, I is we, and knowing, like, there's beauty that comes of it. There's also dysfunction that comes of it.
Have to piece that out.
Piece it out. But I mean, in a Western sense, like, the individualistic, kind of journey isn't great either. And having to differentiate healthily. There's
like a really painful loneliness, not just like in physical space, not having people around, but when maybe we don't have family, chosen family, or community that we feel that responsibility for. Not so much like it's only mine to help and to save, but like to belong to a group and to know that it is their business.
Yeah. So let's talk about a song you're going to sing tonight. Maybe just choose one and give us a little bit of the story and the process. This is a design podcast. This is how it originated. And so would love just a little bit of the process of like, this is how I write songs. And for this particular one, here's the story behind it.
Yeah.
Give people a little window into it.
Uoki is, I'm going to try to keep this short. I know I'm long-winded.
No, it's great. I love it.
Uoki is, okay, there's a statement. I'll make sure I do right by my brother by not butchering it.
Yeah.
So, Ewoki mai olelo ke olu olu is would be like a command to like cut it out, to stop.
Okay.
I don't know if it's directly like silence. It would just be, but it could be in refer to like be quiet, but it's not necessarily be quiet. It's just like cut it out.
Yeah.
And I know I'm aging because I'm human and because I'm seeing changes, but I also can mark it in songwriting too, and like things that start to come out in my thought process that just become a lot clearer. So this song is really just, I suppose it's not me saying I have no patience for people, because I feel like I still have like a deep well might be I was gonna say a deep well of patience for my fellow human. I don't know if deep well is honest all the time, but I still feel like I hold a patience for my fellow person. So this is not saying I'm impatient with people, but I do have less patience for just for people, for playing games of any sort. So whether it's explicitly like showing up in friendships, relationships, whether it's in like a business, entrepreneurial setting, if they're like rules of the game where people are like, well, we always do it this way because that's how we do it. I know that, but I don't. Why do we have to do it like that? Like, is it just because we've done it long enough like that it's embedded itself? So I guess it's an impatience with that just game. Going with the flow of things, or playing games because you know that it achieves a specific result. I'm like, nah.
Cut it out.
Nah. Just stop. And not even like cussing someone out, but just be like, no, it's okay.
Let's just not do that.
It's okay. Like, you have finite energy, just don't even need to put it there. Just redirect it somewhere else. So, uoki. It's U-O-K-I.
Was there, and this is maybe too far, was there a specific moment that you were like, it's spread?
Yeah, let me tell you. I mean,
do tell.
No, her name was, just kidding. No. Honestly, probably there's moments strung together, and probably even moments where I am the one thinking up, and by game I know it's pretty broad, but I'm the one in the way I'm talking or the way I'm like trying to rework something in my head. I'm like, Isabeau,
yeah,
stop,
just cut it out. So, you can be to yourself. Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, there.
Nice
I won't say a name.
I'll take it.
But there have definitely been moments where I'm like,
I feel that's even a gentle way of doing it. I like the way you're talking about it. It's like, let's just not.
It's just
not like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
It's like, just, can we not?
There's been enough life so far that we know this doesn't.
Yeah, it's not.
No one wins here.
This isn't great.
Yeah. I'm not like it. I know, it's like, I don't like this. Please stop.
I can't wait to listen to it.
I could only throw away the key if I know the house won't soon catch fire. I can only lay my heavy head on a shoulder that is round and kind, 'cause I am only one. Blooming grows slow, speaking in my mother tongue. cut it out. Stop, stop it now. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Cut it out. Stop, stop it now. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. I will pull straws if I've come to terms with every version played out. I don't gamble in the higher stakes if I am unwilling to live without. 'Cause I'm only one, blooming grows slow. I'm speaking in my mother tongue. Cut it out. Stop it now. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Cut it out. Stop it now. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Ewoki, my olelo ki ulu. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Ewoki, my olelo ki ulu. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Ewoki, my olelo ke olu. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Cut it out. Just stop it now. I'm too old to be playing such misread ball games. Cut it out. Stop it now. I'm too old to be playing these games.